Welcome to another episode of Practical Astrology for You. I'm your friend Tapan. As such, you all might be knowing that I had posted previously a video regarding the transit of Mars in Gemini sign. So, as such, the sign Gemini, Lord is Mercury. And for Mars, Mercury is enemy. So the transit is not considered good, especially for three houses or three signs: Capricorn, Scorpio, and Cancer. Because for Capricorn, the transit is in 6th house. For Scorpio, the transit is in 8th house. For Cancer, the transit is in 12th house. As such, you all know that 6, 8, 12 houses are not good houses. So, we don't consider this transit as a good transit. So, just recently actually I received a bad news regarding one of my client. He met with an accident on 21st March. And he died on 4th. So, it was a very severe accident, so he was not able to survive. After 2 days of after getting through a surgery, brain surgery, he couldn't cope up and he died just 2 days after the surgery. So the news was today only I received that news, and so it was very, what to say, miserable, pathetic and heartfelt news for me. So the driver died and he was a gunner. He used to work in a cash van which loads and unloads money for ATM. So the vehicle crashed with a 16-wheel lorry truck. So the driver died on the spot and he died after nearly 15 days. So y'all can understand the situation. Actually, he didn't have any horoscope, so he was an old person, so he couldn't tell me about his horoscope. So I had seen his palm hand and I had done palmistry, and I had given him a Ketu ring, means cat's eye ring, and it was working fine for him. So, and I had told him a remedy regarding lighting that lamp on Saturday. It was more than a year, I suppose. It has been. Earlier he was not having so much growth, but once I gave him that cat's eye ring, it started working miracle for him. So he got promotions and all. He has daughters, so his daughter got job, a good job, government job. Things started moving for him. So I was very happy for him. So I had suggested him a yellow sapphire, means Pukhraj, but he was not financially very sound, so I told, okay, don't worry, you can wear a substitute also. So you can wear it yellow topaz, which we term as Sunhela in Hindi. So I had just most probably a week before that accident, I talked with him, and he always used to, whenever he used to talk with me, he used to say that the lamp which he lights mostly gets extinguished. So I said, place it properly and all, but I couldn't get an indication. I was talking with someone that, okay, because Saturn is not accepting his prayers actually. It was giving indications and I couldn't do anything unless you don't undergo any procedure, means you don't follow anything or you don't perform anything. And it was actually, Saturn is always there. If someone dies, he will be there. If either if he is responsible or not, it's not the question. He will have to play a role, even if he is a good planet, even if he is a year Lagnesh. But at the time of death, he will be the main precursor. So he was that Saturn was giving me indications, okay, that nothing is fruitful for him. He has to leave. So I was trying my best actually. So I told someone, okay, he was a very good guy, so I was feeling really bad. It's my habit that I never do a prediction type of thing. Okay, he will die on certain day. I never do that thing. Even if, because as such, I don't have any guru who taught me astrology, but I have heard from senior people that we never predict anyone's death. If you are a good astrologer, you should never do that. Even if you are getting, and no one gets 100% indication. I was getting negative vibes regarding something. I couldn't connect everything actually. Once thing happened, we understand, okay, this happened because of this. I was getting that indication because of that. Saturn was saying. I saw his hand, but I go and give anyone a Mars ring, means a red coral. I avoid doing that without seeing a horoscope. I never suggest anyone to wear a red coral. I will never do that, because even if you have exalted Mars, that's why I repeat that same thing. If you have an exalted Mars, that will give you a good job in security. You may be working in a police, in the armed forces, like that guy. He was a gunner and the ATM cash van. So you can understand, he was a hefty guy. So yeah, he was the gunner. That means his Mars might have been in the exalted position, had a very strong Mars line. But I never said him that go and wear this stone, red coral. Never suggested him. I told, because I don't have your horoscope in hand, and I'm looking at your hand. I'm doing palmistry for you. That can't be accurate 100%. I can go wrong anywhere, so I won't be suggesting you that stone. I will take the safe path. And as such, I believe that Jupiter is the best planet to save someone. So yellow sapphire is the best thing if someone is having a bad time. So I had suggested him that. I had suggested him yellow sapphire a way back actually. So he was reluctant to spend that much money, because you all might not be knowing yellow sapphire is very costly. So it's like that. So I am again repeating the same thing for everyone to know that this Saturday my lamp got extinguished. So Saturn gave me some negative indications. I was thinking that because someone came, because of that thing happened. But now I know, because God tells me, He gives indications that something is wrong somewhere. So we can't do, we are not God. I am just an astrologer. I can suggest people, do your prayers properly. Light that lamp for everyone who is following me on Saturday evening after 8 p.m. Light a mud lamp if you don't have an iron lamp, facing on the west side. Put a bit of mustard oil in it and light it up on the terrace. Don't light it inside your house. If you don't have a terrace, light it in an open place. That will ward off many evils. And if something goes wrong, call me, contact me. Then I will understand, okay, this planet is creating problem. So Saturn is giving an indication. Something bad may happen with you. Start chanting something, some mantras. I will tell, okay, this planet is creating problem. Because after seeing your horoscope, I will understand which planet is creating problem. So the main litmus test for me is that lamp of Saturn. I understand how to move, how to do the testing. I'm an astrologist, so I understand how to proceed. Many people might think, okay, that is very irrelevant. I've just discussed one thing, that I do one remedy every time. I've posted, I have made a video. Why I've made a single video that I'm doing this thing? That must be very important. That's why I'm doing that. It must be very significant. As such, you all know, Saturn is not my character. But still I am lighting a lamp for Saturn. I am not doing any other thing. I don't even take chanting for someone else's name. As such, because I don't have that much of time also spare in hand. I have some other preoccupations. Until unless I don't free myself from those things, I can't start those things. So for the timing, I am not taking that. Because you all need to spend hours and hours to do those chantings. So I'm not taking those things now. So if I'm talking about something that must be very important, that's why I'm talking. And you all have to understand, if you all are following me, follow me from your heart. If I am telling you all something that must be very relevant, do those remedies. I will understand, okay, this is going wrong. Keep discussing with me. Understand the significance. I'm not saying that I never accept actually Saturn as a god. I tell that Saturn is a king. Just like Rahu, Ketu. We fear from them. Even if I say chant Rahu mantra, Ketu mantra, that doesn't make them god. I give that type of logic behind it. I don't consider Saturn as god. If other people consider him Devta, I don't do that. I believe in what I believe. My logic is very clear about everything. I'm not telling that. I'm not going against Saturn. It's his duty to kill people. He is the Lord of, he is the Karaka of the 8th house, 12th house. In the 6th house, he is the Karaka with Mars. So he has that duty. So he has to perform his job. That doesn't make him a god. Just because the hangman can hang you, he doesn't become a god. He has that power to kill you. But he doesn't become a god. Then every person will become a god for you. If someone slaps you, he will become a god? No. Because he can slap you? No. You're putting wrong logic behind everything. I know after speaking this, everyone will start saying, okay, you are saying this on your channel regarding Saturn. How could you? Why I can't? That's my view. You all stick with your view, I am sticking with mine. Because with that view only, I can do remedy. So, it's a warning bell for especially Cancerian people and Scorpio people and Capricorn. Because the Capricorn people, you all are going through a Sadesati. Cancer people, you all are going through a Daya. Scorpio people, you all are going through a Daya. All these three are even badly aspected by Saturn and even badly aspected by Mars. The placement of Mars is also not good for them. So when these two planets are aspecting your ascendant or your moon sign badly, you might be affected badly. Drive cautiously. And if you all can, then chant Bajrang Baan part. Do that part. That will save you all from many problems on Tuesday. And if you can repeat that on Saturday also. 9 times. That's a lengthy thing, so you all need to chant that 9 times. So understand the significance, importance of planets. Mars is the Karaka of accident. So whenever it's moving in transit into your 8th house, you have to be cautious. Accidents, any other death causing thing could happen. 6th house diseases, 12th house also hospitalization. So that will be enough for the day. I hope the message is clear. Thank you.